Hi, welcome back to Pool School. Today we're going to talk about stamped concrete, and around a fiberglass pool. We're on a beautiful job here in lovely Tappahannock, Virginia on the water, and we're going to look at this in-ground fiberglass pool and talk about the stamped concrete options that the homeowner chose and a few of the other features with the pool. So we're going to take a look right now. And as you can see, we have a small in-ground fiberglass pool. We are on the water here in Tappahannock. That's the Rappahannock River in the background. This is a job that we just finished, and we're going to talk specifically about stamped concrete today. So if you look at this pool patio, you can see a couple things. Number one, you can see the texture. Okay, the texture of the concrete. That's the pattern. Okay, this particular pattern that this customer chose is called jumbo stone, and as you can see, this is a seamless pattern. It looks like one continuous piece of stone throughout the entire patio. There's a few advantages there. Other patterns that have different stamps that join together, what you get there is an effect of the cream of the concrete coming up together and creating a surface that doesn't look natural, because you have various stamps that butt together, and where they butt you get that cream sticking up. With this jumbo stone stamp, you do not get any seams at all. It is a totally random and seamless patio, and a lot of people choose this pattern for that reason. They like the seamless look, they like the fact that it looks random, they like the fact that it doesn't attempt to look like something else that it's not. So about 95% of our customers go with this stamp for that reason. One thing you can see right here, this is a control joint. After the concrete is poured, we go back and we put joints in the concrete, and the reason we do that is to try to get the concrete to crack inside of those joints, because there's one thing guaranteed about concrete, and that's that it is going to crack. Alright, so our job is to try to anticipate where the concrete's going to crack and install the joint to relieve that pressure. Sometimes it works, and frankly, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes concrete cracks in other areas outside of a control joint, despite our best efforts, and any reliable, legitimate pool contractor will tell you the same thing. Okay? But one thing that we can do with this jumbo stamp is we can place cuts in a pattern form, like on 3 foot on center, and we can create squares or diamonds with these cuts, which actually creates a pattern in the stamp, and it looks beautiful. Okay, when you look at the concrete, you see different colors. You see highs and lows. There's two colors that make stamped concrete. One color is called the base color. Alright, now this lighter color that you see is the base color. In this case, it is made by Stampcrete, and the color is beige. Alright, the second color is a highlight color. Now that is a powder that we throw on top of the concrete after the concrete is down, and we stamp the concrete, and then that color embeds into the concrete, and that's where the darker color comes from. That's called an accent color. Alright, and this accent color is called medium brown. Okay, the darker the color, the more contrast you get. Okay, and the darker the patio, the hotter it is on your feet. This patio turned out gorgeous. As you can see, it complements the waterline tile around the pool. Alright, so let's take a look at this edge. Okay, you can see that there's 3.5 inches of concrete on top of the pool. Alright, that's called cantilevered coping. Very hard to do. If you look down here, you can see that we've created a nice finished edge there, and we do this a lot, so we've gotten pretty good at it. Your average concrete contractor or finisher who's used to pouring driveways and sidewalks will probably not be able to accomplish this on his first or second try. It's taken us years to get to this point. Alright, so if you're considering having a contractor come in and pour your concrete, you're really going to want to set that as a qualifier that they've done cantilevered concrete. Frankly, a fiberglass pool that does not have cantilevered concrete, that leaves the top edge of the fiberglass exposed, as you see in some pictures, just doesn't look that good. Okay, so we recommend cantilevered concrete. We do it on every single one of our pools unless they're going with the customer chooses an alternative type of coping. Alright, but you can see how the cantilevered concrete finishes up to the edge, finishes up to the tile. It's a nice clean look. You can see that that saw cut continues down that coping, because if that cut does not continue down the coping, when the concrete cracks inside the joint, it will crack down the face, so that you would end up with a crack in the coping of the concrete, which won't hurt anything, but it's just not the best look. Let's take a look at one more thing here before we wrap up. Alright, let's look at this cascade. Alright, this is a beautiful 18-inch cascade. You can see it's installed just above the tile line of the pool. We can locate this literally in any position in the pool. We chose to put it here because it corresponds with the pool house location. So there you have it, stamped concrete around a fiberglass pool, jumbo stone stamp, buff color with medium release. Okay, you can see the control joints, you can see the cantilevered coping, the water feature, and there you go.